To my business, it's life-threatening. We have a traditional newspaper business that is in decline and a need to sell our content online, on the web, on tablet, on mobile, and that's proving slow. We're trying to replace traditional newspaper revenue in both print sales and advertising with a similar revenue base digitally, and it is we're not there yet. So it's life-threatening to us. So when we were a single channel business, that is newspapers only, it was quite easy. But we were a manufacturer of content. We would manufacture newspapers. There was a long business process involved in that. But we would print a physical product, we'd put it on trucks, and we would take it to a depot, the news agent. We didn't know who our customers were. People would come in anonymously and buy a newspaper and leave. Now, we are forced to be retailers. We need to know who you are, what you like to read, what websites you like to look at, how you like to consume your media content. We need to know what we can upsell, cross-sell, downsell, prevent you to churn. We need to know a lot about you. So we need to focus on data, we need to focus on better content, and we are now more like Myer, DJs, Bunnings than a traditional manufacturer. Well, we've been disrupted. The newspaper business has been disrupted like the music business was. We need to change the way we do things. We need to move to a digital delivery for all our content. How we manage it, how does it help? It doesn't help us at all, because we have to beat the move. We have to create better content. We have to get it to market quicker. We're going to be fast. We're going to be retail-like. We're changing a 100-year-old business as quickly as we can, and so far we're doing all right. So you can't stay ahead, you just got to go fast. The digital disruption will beat any business hands down. Consumer is king, and consumers now are quicker to change. They're more fickle, they're less loyal. You need to be fast with product to the market. My advice would be go hard, fail fast, try again, go hard, fail fast, try again, but do not try and protect yourself, because you will lose. We are attempting to rebuild our technologies to be cloud-based. Cloud-based, we believe, gives us speed. That's number one priority from the technology base. The second priority is to learn more about our consumers, to be advocates for our customers, to be aware of what they want, and to try and sell them that very thing.
It's actually a really fundamental shift in that it's the most frequent channel that our customers engage with now, and that is on a daily basis. So in all the other ways that we do work with our customers in branches, ATMs, etc., the digital channels are the most frequently used. So that means that our customer relationship has changed dramatically, and we need to respond to that. So that's probably the biggest thing. Yeah, so that's an extension of what I was saying earlier, that the customer's choosing the ways that they want to interact with the bank, and they're choosing the digital ways as the most common ways. And if it's not a good experience, then they get frustrated. And so our job is to make that experience as seamless, as simple, as flexible, and as frictionless as possible. So allowing them to get to what they need from ANZ as quickly and as simply as possible. There's a lot of techniques you can use. We use small parcels of delivery and get it into market as quickly as we can to see whether customers will like it or not. And that's quite countercultural in large organisations who are used to doing lots of research and then deciding carefully how they're going to put something in market and then building it, and then by the time it goes into market it's often out of date. And there are good case studies of companies who've done this and lost market share or lost real financial outcomes by taking too long. So we do things as much as we can in really small parcels, get them to market, see how the customer likes it, and then iterate from there. The other way is to lab new ideas in an innovation context, and that's really about the future horizon, not the stuff that we need to do today, but the stuff that our main businesses don't get time to look at because they're dealing with what customers need right now. And so we lab ideas and get them up to prototype, get them out into market, and that really helps transform the organisation as well and help them to see what's possible. Disruption strategies can only really be planned maybe a year, 2 years ahead with any certainty. And so execution is actually the primary test of whether a strategy will work, and executing quickly is even more important. So a good strategy not executed immediately won't deliver anything, but even a moderate strategy that's executed quickly you will learn from and be able to mature and deliver new customer outcomes and new commercial value.
Well, the digital disruption is of course impacting me, but then I'm deciding to embrace it and therefore impacting the organisation and in doing so the community. So if you resist it, it's like resisting that big wave. It's going to dump you. So better to ride the wave, watch out for the palm trees on the beach, but definitely embrace it. And so it's changing everything about my department and about my agency. All disruption is an opportunity. If things are just steady state going well, then a lot of people say, well, why bother? Why bother changing anything? So it's when you have disruption, when the need arises, that's when innovation really is important and it can make a difference and people are receptive to it. Well, my customers are internal. They're the firefighters and the 100,000 staff and volunteers out there, and they're demanding at the very least what they've got at home. The new technology, being able to do things anywhere, and I'm obligated to provide them the capability at a reduced cost so they can spend more money on other things. So yes, the pressure that they're putting on me continues to drive me forward with innovation.